Gamertag Radio presents E3 coverage. Hosts Danny Pena, Paris Lilly, and Peter Toledo are direct from the convention center floor.
Welcome everybody. I know you got a busy schedule, so really do appreciate you taking the time. E3 is crazy. I know I've been here for like 20 years. So, all right, let's get going. So, my name is Thomas Puha. I'm the head of communications over at Remedy. I'm joined by Teemu, who's going to be playing the demo, and he's one of the producers on the game. And they also have really nice hair. Not as nice as yours though, but I like the blue. But he's going to be playing. I'm going to be doing the talking. So before we get going, I just want to get through a couple of things. I just use mind control to open the door? A couple of things to go through before we get started. So first of all, game is still very much in development. We still got a long way to go. We're coming out in 2019. So a lot of things like the combat, the audio, AI, animation is still being balanced and still being worked on. So just keep that in mind. Second thing is, in the press kit that you'll get, there's a document there that kind of summarizes the demo and also lists all the names that we're going to mention and the abilities and so on. So you don't have to worry about writing down the exact details. You can kind of just sit back and relax or just record the audio and you're good to go. So recording audio is fine, but no video. Video, please. We're kind of the radio personalities. We're not supposed to be in front of the camera. Okay, enough of the boring stuff. So, Control is the next game from Remedy Entertainment. It's set in this dark and brutalist-inspired world where everyday reality has been corrupted and invaded by this otherworldly force known as the Hiss. Now, you play as Jessie Faden, who's got this troubled, mysterious past that has led her to the oldest house, which is the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control in New York. Now, we have a saying at Remedy that things go horribly wrong. They do. The Hiss invade the Bureau and kill its director, Trench. Now things happen, and through this strange mystical ritual, Jessie has to become the director of the Bureau, imbued with supernatural abilities, and has to take on the Hiss. Trust me, it'll make perfect sense when you play the finished product. We do a good story over at Remedy. And the mission we're about to show you takes place a little bit before the halfway point of the game. So ready to go, Teemu? You can pick up the controller. All right, let's. Yeah, you. Nice.
It's a day one joke.
Yeah, won't work.
But day three, it's not.
My name is Jessie Faden. I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Welcome to the oldest house.
Rooney's team is missing. They went to investigate the alarm hours ago.
On it. I'll find them.
Careful, Jessie.
You don't like using the clock. So we just fought Bureau agents that have been taken over, possessed by the Hiss. And we also got a glimpse of Jessie's destructive supernatural abilities, and then was also using the service weapon, which is this transforming gun that only the director can use. Now you can customize and upgrade both the abilities as well as the service weapon as the game progresses. So the oldest house, we like to call it a world within a location. So it's this large, transforming, mysterious building, and it's much more of a sandbox game, much more open-ended game than what Remedy has done before. If Teemu kind of can look around here, kind of shows off his handiwork as he destroyed everything down there. You can see the different pathways and the doorways. Now, these don't take you to the end of the mission in like a slightly different way. They actually take you to very different places within the oldest house. It's very much an action-adventure game, and there's actually quite a bit of inspiration from Metroidvania in our game. So, Jessie gains new abilities by finding objects of power, which are these dangerous, mysterious objects that the Bureau researches and stores. Now, one of these abilities is Levitate, that Teemu is using here. And as I mentioned, Metroidvania, so as you get new abilities, you might remember, oh, I saw that location like early on in the game, but you weren't able to access it. And then as you gain new abilities, you're able to go into places you weren't able to go before. So he's stuck in that room just as we are stuck here demoing, which is great. So not everybody you meet in the game is going to be hostile. You're going to meet lots of different characters that will help you along the way. This is actually an example of a side mission. There's lots of side missions in the world of Control. Unfortunately, we don't have time to help the gentleman right now. And now we start the demo. All right, well played, Teemu. So that is Control. It's a supernatural. Thank you. Really good. Supernatural. Just a slight applause. It's a supernatural action adventure game with a cast of memorable characters and that twisted story you kind of do expect from Remedy and our creative director Sam Lake. And we're also building a game that has a lot of mystery, a lot of lore as you explore the oldest house, but this is also a much more gameplay-driven game than what we've done before. You have a very flexible supernatural combat system with high levels of sort of customization, and you have the reactive environments as well. This is just a small glimpse of Control, coming out in 2019 for Xbox One, PC, and PlayStation 4. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Yeah, I know previously for like previous games, Quantum Break and Alan Wake, you guys have it as episodic, each chapters.
Yeah.
Are you gonna continue doing the same thing, or is it gonna be a little bit more different than the other?
I mean, it'll be different. I mean, we try to avoid kind of doing the same thing as we've done in the past, but then again, we kind of do wear our influences on our sleeves, and we like a lot of movies and that kind of thing. But as the game is a lot more sort of open-ended and gameplay-driven, so it's kind of the player dictates the pace a whole lot more than before. But of course, if you get down to it, there is story missions, and then there's side missions and some other things for you to figure out as well.
The game reminds me of a mix of the two.
Sorry?
This game reminds me a lot of the mix of both games of the snow and the craziness in the background and everything. So it's good.
We'll
I
take
just like
that.
it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. So,
thank you. I mean, definitely. I mean, there's traces and influences of past games in there, but definitely we're going into a much more. If Quantum Break was more mainstream kind of big blockbuster thing, this is going to be much different, a lot darker, a lot more difficult of a game, kind of really made for people who really like games.
Have you guys announced like the voice actors or actors? No, not yet.
No,
okay.
No, but I can tell you that Jessie is being played by Courtney Hope, who was in Quantum Break. I just really liked working with her. So it's kind of like, well, let's get the band back together, kind of thing. So Remedy kind of likes to work with people we worked in the past. So
cool.
Yeah,
it's good you guys bring her back.
of course. Oh, let me put it. You'll be very happy.
Good.
All right. Thank you very
cool.
much.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Send us your feedback or questions. Give us a call at 786-273-7GTR. Email us at fanmail@gamertagradio.com or leave a message on speakpipe.com/gamertagradio.